Hey, this is Chad with eXp Realty here in Sheridan and have the housing market update for the month of October. As the dust settles and we got the election results back, regardless of the outcome, a lot of folks just kind of know or a little bit more comfortable knowing, what direction they're going and are able to make a little bit more, better decisions on how they're going to go forward with possibly, buying or selling before the end of the year or, looking for 2025. So we had a little bit of a surge in October with the interest rates ticking down a little bit. They're just before the elections. We'll take a look at the housing market update here for the month of October. The closed sales have been jumping up and down, and they were up here in the month of October, and with that dip in interest rates, we definitely saw an uptick in sales. And median price, sale price is similar to what it was last year. And again, kind of everybody's just kind of waiting to see what happens there with the elections. We continue to see the average days on the market get extended there. Like I said, always with the holidays coming up, things are always a little bit slower as usual. But definitely, big contrast compared to what it was last year. And inventory levels are also picking up. Buyers have more to choose from. That's quite a significant increase, and we're getting closer to that 6 month supply of inventory, which is considered a balanced market. So moving forward, a big question that everybody has, and it's been a pretty hot topic, I would say, here the last 4 to 5 years, is everybody's kind of want to know: is there going to be a crash? Is the housing market going to tank? And a couple big leading indicators of that is the type of lending that was going on prior to 2008, where it was you didn't have to be qualified. They've strengthened that. One of the big indicators too is people have a ton of equity in their home. As you can see by the charts here, that people have been able to have a ton of equity in their home. Plus, they were able to get those lower interest rates when they were at historic lows. So a lot of folks aren't in the financial trouble that they were in 2008. So there's no real indicators of a market crash with the housing market with all the equity and the low interest rate that people have. Okay, and this is just another good chart here to kind of emphasize, just kind of helps you visually see, the amount of homeowners equity that people have. Home prices continue to go up, and the amount of liability that the mortgage company has is pretty low. So yeah, pretty significant number there. That equity and those low interest rates definitely puts a lot of homeowners in a good position to either upgrade, downsize, but certainly not in dire financial needs. Okay, and here's kind of let me see here, just kind of a breaks down, kind of a great chart to look at. Leading up to 2008, people were building like crazy. Then it all kind of came crashing down with the overbuilding in 2008 and the kind of out of control lending, and then everything kind of really moderated and slowed, which kind of built that 15-year deficit. Leading up to the 2020 super demand there of homes. With that, just a great chart to kind of help you to visualize and see the kind of lack of a building in 15 years that kind of led up to the current situation that we're in now. Okay, and as projections forward going into 2025, a lot of homes are still expected to sell, increase sales, and in the Sheridan area, there's still pretty high demand. So we expect sales to increase as we move into 2025. And looking at home prices, again, all the major indicators are that, they got it at 2.5 projected for home appreciation percentage. And, here in the Sheridan area, we've seen anywhere from 5 to 35%, depending on, the home, the condition in the area. So expect home appreciation prices to continue to increase and not to slow down much. When we do see price decreases, it's usually because homes are overpriced, and the market's changing every 6 months. And but leading indicators are that we're still going to see home appreciation prices and continued homes on the market. Okay, and got a few tips here for the buyers and the sellers. One great tip for the buyers is trying to time the market up right. It's hard to time up anything these days and having any kind of certainty, but it's been pretty steady here that there's just been a heavy demand. And so trying to time the market in any certain aspect is definitely challenging. So, but, if you're ready to go financially and you're able to make a move, it's good to get into a house right away and start building equity. Because if you wait, a lot of times, homes are going to keep increasing. Interest rates are always will historically go down, and you'll have a chance to refinance. So get into a home right away, and try not to play the timing game, especially in the Sheridan area. Some places in the market, it might be a little bit more volatile where you could, time it up. But here, it's kind of best to, if you can get in when you can. And and one of the mistakes I made when I first bought my first house was getting into a home that's a little bit more expensive than you can handle. So that makes things tight and hard to, if you need to make any kind of adjustments to your home or upgrades. Money's tight and not a comfortable situation, so you want to make sure that you're comfortable with everything. And then be sure to check out and look for any down payment assistance, help with closing costs. Your lenders can help you out with that. And I got some links here in the newsletter to help you out with that as well. So, any money that you can save getting started with purchasing a home is definitely big for you. And for the sellers, here's some of the top things that a lot of sellers will do to help increase the value of their home. And you can see the kind of significance of those numbers. I always recommend for sellers just starting out low, on the smaller things. Those make a big difference, whether it's, just repairing some flooring, simple, paint for the interior, exterior, fixing doorknobs, light fixtures. All the little small things really add up when you're making those changes and trying to make your home look as the best as possible. So and then as you take care of those smaller things, if you can dive into, I would just say one big project if you can. Try not to do more than one project at once, because those, you start doing one project and start another, and the projects are never ending, and so you don't want to get a position where you're losing money and you're in a deficit. So, and those, the kitchen and the bathrooms, those are definitely huge projects that don't want to get out of hand, but can make a significant difference if those are some upgrades that you want to do to your home. So helpful tips for the buyers and the sellers. So moving forward, we kind of expect things to kind of slow down and kind of still get settled in, after the elections and moving into Thanksgiving and for Christmas and that. So just want to thank you guys for checking out the Sheridan Housing Market Report here, and hope all this information is helpful. And like I said, if there's anything that I can do to help, or if you have any questions on anything, feel free to reach out anytime. And hope you and your family have a good Thanksgiving. Take care.